Hey everyone, welcome to the first person gameplay commentary. My name is Drybear, and today we're playing Odin in the mid lane. I had a lot of requests for Odin. Actually, people were up in arms over the fact that I haven't done Odin in a couple months. So here's my Odin game. We've probably been playing him a Brawler this game. I ended up getting mid. I'm kind of curious, but I'm just going to do it. Here it is. Odin is actually not that bad of a mid. The thing is, you kind of have to max out his 1 and his 3 over his 2. If you're playing like a support or tank Odin, especially if you're laning with someone like a ranged physical carry, or especially like a Freya or something that can really benefit from attack speed, you want to put points into your Odin Shout second. Gunner's Might is always maxed out first. So a little bit of a different build here, kind of like Zeus has different builds depending on what lane he's going into. So I'm going for like a 1-3 split just to be able to push the lane back. I suspect I'll go against a Hebo. Actually, probably a Vamana, honestly. I don't know. It depends who they're going to send mid. We'll see. So I'll pick up his third ability here. Quickly before the game starts, I'll cover his abilities. His passive is called Birds of Wisdom, and if you look in the minimap, it's really hard to tell on the lanes, but if you see, when I'm standing here on the minimap, I can actually see really deep into the forest. It's because I have doubled minimap vision, and then I guess the ravens that fly around, the non-existent ravens that fly around me give me vision. So this is kind of one of the abilities that Odin has. He can see over walls and see buffs. Looks like it's going to be Hebo mid. Definitely a very strong passive, a lot better than most people give it credit for. It's good for picking up easy kills or looking into Fire Giant or stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. So definitely a very powerful passive that really doesn't get enough credit for what it does. First ability is called Lunge. This is a medium animation leap that will leap over doing physical damage in an area around Odin. Does a good amount of damage, and like I said, if you're going to be going for a push build, you can max this up second after Gungnir's Might, which is his third ability. So what I can do here is I can jump in. This will do good AoE damage. Pull that back a bit. I did go for a Mark of the Vanguard, so I'm not going to take very much damage from the minions here, so not really too concerned about that. So second ability is called Odin Shout. What this does is will increase all attack speed for allies and minions around Odin in a radius. This stacks up pretty highly if you put a lot of points into it, so it's definitely good for physical carries or Freya, who benefits really well with this is a bit of a risky shot here. I don't know if he's going to get in range or not. He's going for it. I doubt he's going to get it, though. See, what did he go for? Just boots. So he's going to run out of consumables before I do. He's going to go for a splash if he can. There it is. That's about all he's got. So I push that down. As I start getting more levels, I'll be able to push the lane a lot better than him. Hebo's a great mid, so definitely not a lot of concerns there as far as the fact that he's out pushing me a bit. So he has like a lot of push there, but he's going to run out of mana soon. I have more consumables than he does, so not a lot of worries there. I did go for a meditation this game just because I'm going mid with Odin. It doesn't pay off late game, but it does pay off pretty well early game. It's definitely something you want to spam and utilize as much as you possibly can. I want to fight this before he hits level 5. And I think he's spent now. I think he's completely out of mana now. Back off just a bit there. And that's going to be the last of his mana. So now I need to start getting aggressive, because I know that he's pretty much spent. He might try to go back here. He did hit level 5, it looks like, but he's going to be going back. It's a tough time for him to go back, because I'm going to be able to hit his tower really hard here. So the third ability is called Gungnir's Might. What this does is give him physical and magical protection. Physical protection up to a 50. I guess it's just physical protection, but also gives him HP 5. When he activates it, he does a slow and an AoE physical damage nuke, which is actually very, very strong and good for pushing as well. So all I can do is push this, and I'll slam down on this. Slam dunk, as it's called, and I'll head back here. I don't think he'll get in range for a water spout. Doesn't look like it. Probably don't really need the mana push because I have the meditation, but that's okay. So Gungnir's Might will do a slow in an area, do physical damage, gives him physical protection, and also HP 5. So it's very, very strong, and the reason you want to put points into it because it's his best nuke. It also gives him good protections and HP regeneration, so it's very, very strong there. It gives him good tankiness, but also good damage output. So it's definitely the ability you want to max out first.
Your middle tower is under attack.
See how it's doing good damage now. Now I can start pushing because I have a little bit more points in my abilities. His ultimate's called Ring of Spears. What this does is it'll summon down a arena around him, and then it's basically a wall of spears around him, which basically makes it so enemies can't pass through it. Give me an ultimate here. I need to be careful about the Hebo ultimate that comes out. Slam dunk those. There's a Shivalanki ultimate. So the spears are impassable by movement. They can be jumped over or under by Hades, but they can't be dashed through. So it's basically just traps people in. The best use of this ultimate is to trap a small amount of people. You don't want to get everyone in the game with a team fight. You want to just split up people, get people caught out and whatnot. It's very, very effective for that. He might go for some kind of aggression here. The longer this goes on, the less damage I'll take, so.
That's too bad. An ally has been slain.
At this point, all he has is an ultimate, but you see you can't dash through it. So that's going to be that. You can deactivate the spears after use. While they're up, you can push the button again, it'll bring them down. This is really important to do, just because you can trap teammates that are about to die or anything like that. It's really important to remember to do that. Really, really important. Did we get an EU server? We got another Why do I keep getting EU servers? I swear. All today and yesterday, all I've been getting is EU servers. That's it. That's all I've been getting is just EU servers. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
An enemy has been slain.
Head on out here. I have my preferred region set to NA, but I don't know what's going on with the settings or anything like that. But I just keep getting EU servers, which is irritating. I know a lot of people that are in you know, not where I live, so but I know that Australians have a tough time with lag and stuff like that. There's no native server out there. There's a lot of areas that have real tough time with that, so definitely not a whole lot to complain about, but it's irritating for recording. See, I'm pushing pretty hard here now. Still haven't utilized the meditation just because there's been, you know, some point where the lane ends. A lot of times, if the lane is in a stalemate where neither of you are going back, it's really easy to just, oh, he's going to bring them together for me. Well, thank ya.
Enemy missing left.
That's all he's gonna get there. You see, my tankiness is pretty high, especially with the starting of the Mark of the Vanguard. Not really too concerned about getting killed. And I will be playing him as a brawler. I think Odin's probably best played as a brawler. He's not really that great of a tank. He plays really well as a brawler. Do some good harassment there. Gonna go for a water spout there. I had no minions, but see, there's a bit of delay on that. Unfortunately. Just waiting for an opportunity to do that. Just waiting. I'm probably push this tower down now. What's the plan, Purple Man? As far as the state of the game goes, we're up by a decent amount, by about half a K. It's like 600 gold or so, so definitely a good advantage for us. Partly, it's 2 kills on my side, and then Artemis has 2 kills as well. So doing good over there, so not really too concerned about any of that. See, that's one-shotting everything now, doing some really, really good damage. Some people will go for Heartseeker build on Odin, but I think he's best built as a brawler. You can see I went for the Reinforced Boots and Mark of the Vanguard, which is a very stable early-game tank support build. Mid's missing here, so I need to be careful. There's Sobek, who's probably going to want to hook me. I'm going to run into the minions here so he can't get me. That's not going to throw me all the way, so I'm not too worried about that. Although, there's Evo. Anubis is waiting over here. Looks like Hebo might come over this way. There he is. Anubis is going to come behind the Hebo. If he can land, missed it, fortunately. I guess he's just going to go around. I still have the opportunity to die here. I don't have a lot of magical protection. I probably need to get a Mark of the Bulwark next. Or Bulwark of Hope next. But he needs to be really careful. Hebo could easily ultimate that. Oh, this isn't good. I need to watch out for a hook, which he could land soon. There's the ulti, which is going to land on me, which isn't that great of a deal. It's not going to kill me. So I need to dash out there. If they decide to dive, what I can do... Oh! Meditation was a little bit late. My meditation was about 1 second off from cooldown. What I wanted to do there is pop the meditation and trap him inside if he wanted to dash me, but he gave up on that notion. He's gonna go for a darts here pretty soon. I guess not. What I could have done is gotten a little bit lower and then down into tower range, and if he wanted to get me, he would have to go into tower range, and I can trap him. One of the biggest things about Odin is you could easily trap people. Shibalanke can't dash over walls. Doesn't go over objectives, so there's that. One reason I trapped him there is because I know he can't jump over walls, unlike other characters like Odin, on her, Bakasura, all those people. They all have dashes that go over walls, so that's one of the biggest things there. I got an Aegis Amulet there, always a good choice. The top 3 picks for active items are going to be your Aegis Amulet, your Sprint, and your Beads. Pretty much the best combination for most general games is going to be Aegis Amulet and Sprint. Since Sprint does remove slows, and you have the Aegis Amulet to avoid damage, you don't really need the Beads. Except for certain situations. If there's a high CC combination on the enemy team, like an On Her, or Anubis. Anubis especially is one of the big ones. One of the reasons why you'd want to get Beads Amulet. Are you gonna try and take my red? Ooh, that was a really good ultimate. He kind of needed to get out there. If he didn't use that ultimate, that would have killed him. I will kill him. I can finish off this tower here. Looks like he's going to go over there and back. I can go after him, but I don't think I'll get there in time. I kind of needed to react right away to get that. So that's not going to get away, but that's fine. See how some good damage coming out from this. That'll push that. And I think the yeah, especially for Freya, Hebo, and Sobek will be some good damage there. I'm gonna go for the Bulwark next. Bulwark is a very, very strong item, and even if you're not buying it for the... Are you done, sir? Let me know when you're done, Sobek. He already has the river there, so he's not gonna be able to catch up to me, and Sobek is not gonna be able to catch up to me either, so I'm pretty safe here. He might go for a water spout. Not entirely sure. We'll see. We will see. So I'm back here. Let's get that Bulwark. Very strong item. Very strong item. Looks like mid's getting pushed a bit. Left's getting pushed. Looks like Vamana's going a little bit past the tower. Vamana has a lot of HP. What did he go for? Void Blade. This is another brawler build you can go for going into the Void Blade. Ooh, they might get it. Keep hitting that Freya. Oh, the ultimate comes out from Freya. I don't have a sprint. But what I want to do is lead it a bit. Looks like she's going to miss it. This is going to be slam dunk. Looks like he's actually doing really good against the Vamana here. Where's the Vamana go? Vamana's going to go around. I do have my ultimate, which Vamana cannot escape. He's going to go that way. I can cut him off. Is he going to go up or towards mid? Let's see. He ended up going towards mid, which means he's going to come out right in the lane. There's the Vamana. Hebo actually uses an ultimate. Anubis might go down here, but Vamana doesn't know I'm here. Getting a little greedy. Don't need to use my slam dunk on this guy. I'm going to go ahead and save it for the Hebo. I can use this because I know he doesn't have an ultimate to dash anyway. See, the damage output there is pretty high, so no concerns there. So come over here and get this. Odin is a very powerful character, guys. Very powerful character. It should not be taken lightly. He can be played as a brawler, a damage dealer, or a tank, but he's definitely best played as a brawler. He fits the brawler role better than almost any character in the game. You can make an argument for Vamana, but Vamana has less utility as far as team fights and stuff like that. So we'll keep farming here. A lot of consumables to go through. Looks like right lane's getting pushed. Hades is going to go in. Shibalanki gets picked off here, and Hades is going to back up. Anubis is on his way over there.
That's too bad. Enemy missing left.
Can just keep farming here. Looks like they backed off on the right lane. I guess the kill was enough for them. One thing you can do too is your Odin Shout does affect the Minotaur as far as attack speed. So you can trap them in with your ultimate and then use Odin Shout to make the Minotaur just really scary. That'll kill those. I saw Hebo head this way. He might be going for the damage buff, which is down. There's Shibalanke, level 14 in the right lane, doing really good over there. I have a lot of money to spend, so we'll see how this goes. Hades has an ultimate. Shibalanke can dash off of it, so that's one thing that he can do. Fortunately, I timed that a little wrong. I'm gonna get whipped here. Oh. Is that gonna save Shibalanke? And no, it's not. Sobek's gonna go for this. Uses the Heavenly Agility and runs the opposite direction. Hades needs to get out of here. I don't know if he has enough mana to dash off. I can try and block him. Sobek does have a hitbox. I need to be blocking here. Get the slow off. He's still going to be going for it. Just an interesting decision. Need to get out here. Sobek's too far away to dash me, and looks like Hebo's going to give up as well, so I'm just going to back off.
Nice job.
So yeah, Sobek does have a hitbox when he's down on the ground, so you can actually get in front of his little head that's perking up and block it if your teammates are trying to get off or something like that off of the ultimate. So that is an option you can do. Unfortunately, I couldn't really get there in time. It was a bit of a tight fit, but it is what it is. And part of this is part of the basic attacks is kind of hard to land just because of the fact that it's an EU server and I'm playing on the west coast of America. So tough picks there, but I think most people that play SMITE are pretty used to lag. Just because the available options and servers is pretty minimal since it is a closed beta. Ultimate's gonna come out for Shibalanke. This thing just goes off like on cooldown. That's how I feel when there's an enemy Shibalanke on the enemy team. I just feel like no matter what I do, I'm just getting hit by that ultimate all the time. It's like it's every second. It's definitely some good farm coming out here. Left lane's getting pushed. Artemis is setting up some kind of coup de grace. Sobek in the mid lane. I want to get this damage buff. There's too many mid. There's 3 mid, so I'm just going to back up instead of going for that. The Bulwark will help me against Sobek, Freya, and the Hebo. It'll pretty much make Hebo not hurt me at all, which is really a good goal for me. Hebo's, since he went mid, he'll have a lot of gold and a lot of damage output, so looks like they need to get back right because they were mid, so they're probably going to be heading over that way. Or left. They could be going left. So if Amana just showed up in the left or the right lane. Yeah, they just showed up. Since there's a lot right, can't tell if he used his ultimate or not. The Hades. Looks like they're gonna get that right tower. What we can do is just push instead. You can see I just revealed the fact that the damage buff there is down just without even going into the jungle. Just because my passive gives me huge vision. We just got picked. 2 went down. Oh, Freya in the right lane. Okay, or left lane. Right lane, is it still getting pushed or not? It still is. It's like Hebo's here. Ends up clearing the whole wave, so you can see how he just doesn't do anything to me at all. I'm not really concerned with him being around. It's like a mosquito at this point, just because of the bulwark and the fact that I have high HP generation. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I want to block him so he doesn't get Freya's here, which I can go after Freya. Freya's an easy pick for me. Vamana's here. The slow's gonna come out from the pulse, so I want to make sure I don't get hit by that slow. She's just outside of range, so not a big deal there. I'm gonna back off and get some buffs. You can see how I actually have pretty good damage output while being really tanky at the same time. And it's pretty easy for Odin to pull off the Brawler archetype just because he's just so good at it. Everything he has just builds towards it. And then the fact that his ultimate, used correctly during a team fight, his ultimate is just game changing. And like I said in the beginning of the game, you really don't want to be using it to trap a whole bunch of people. You just want to use it to trap 1 or 2. You see how I blocked out the Vamana and kept the Hebo in there with me and Anubis? You're basically forcing uneven trades for the enemy team. So if you trap 3 of your teammates in with 2 of theirs, and the enemy team doesn't have a lot of abilities that can go over the walls. There's some characters that do, and you need to be careful of that. If the enemy team has a Zeus or something like that, you want to be careful not to trap your team in with a Zeus ultimate or anything like that. Hebo can use Water Spout over the wall, but there's some characters that just can't fight over the wall. Most of the characters, actually, a great majority of the characters in the game can't fight over the Odin's walls, so it's pretty easy to get some good effects there. And also characters that can't leap, Shibboleth being one of them, really can't fight or get out, so once he's in there, he's pretty much screwed. So you want to make sure you fight small skirmishes in your ultimate and get a good advantage early on, and then when your spears are down, then your team can fight their team with a greater majority of players. Artemis is going to come out here, lands the charge spray into Hebo. Hebo's my main target here just because he's so squishy. Oh, Artemis might get this. One thing you can do, Shibboleth is here. I want to be careful about that. He does some good damage. I'm just going to back out here just to be safe. Sobek might cut me off, but Sobek's really low and out of mana too, so not a lot of worries there. Looks like he's backing up. I'm pretty sure Sobek ended up backing off, so plus my Shibboleth is here, so he's going to back up. It's a smart move. He had the numbers disadvantage and the fact that he can't really hurt me too much, so I'm going to head back, get some more physical power. Since I'm so far ahead, I'm going to go for a Deathbringer. This is just one of those items where it's very expensive, so you want to get it early unless you have a significant advantage. I'm 7-0 and I have a lot of money, so the fact that I have so much money, if I commit to an expensive item that pays off in the long term rather than the short term, each tier the Deathbringer is not that great, and the cost of it is just so high that it really is one of those items that you have to commit to, and then once you finish it, it pays off a lot, but it just costs so much. Whereas if your gold income isn't very high and you commit to a Deathbringer, you're not really going to get much benefit out of it. And it goes well with other items, and I might finish this off with like a Rage and go for a pseudo damage build just because I'm so far ahead. See, that Shibboleth ultimate's just always going off. That's how I feel anyway. Every second I'm just avoiding a Shibboleth ultimate. First level 20, high five! I won level 20 raise. I'm the greatest. It's a free hit here. Hebo, I have an ultimate, so not a whole lot you can do there. I tried to trap the Artemis on the outside and it was just barely off there. The Hebo ultimate went through, so Shibboleth's coming out. Shibboleth gets a kill. Anubis needs to get back here. I'm going to try and block as many Shibboleth attacks as I can so Anubis doesn't get hit here. I'm just standing in front of him so he doesn't get hit by that. I don't have an ultimate to keep Sobek in the tower, but he's going to go for an ulti here. Gets the Freya caught, which is huge. There's the Freya ultimate. I need to be careful here. I would go, but there's a lot of minions. I know there's a Sobek here.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Sorry, Anubis, we tried. Not much that can be done. I'm gonna head back and finish the Deathbringer.
Retreat middle lane. Be careful.
Some tough stuff there. Tough stuff. I'm gonna get some wards up for the objectives. We're at the 23-minute mark, which means we're at that point where we need to start looking for objectives or to defend objectives. Most likely going for the Gold Fury. They don't really have anyone, unless they have a lot of people missing, they don't really have anyone that can solo the Fire Giant or the Gold Fury, so that's not really a huge concern. Definitely if you have a fed physical carry or melee physical carry of some kind that has lifesteal, Kali's one of them, Arachne's one of them, definitely one of those characters that can easily just come in and solo one of the objectives, so you need to be careful about that. But they don't really have anyone that can solo it, so you really need to be looking for the characters that are missing in large amounts. So if you don't see anyone on the minimap for a while, it's safe to assume that they're doing some kind of objective, like right now. Luckily I got that Odin shadow on the Sobek, or on the Artemis. Gonna back off this. No reason to take extra damage. Just because he's low, gonna finish him off here. Mana gets hit. I need to defend this Artemis here. See, I'm standing in the way. I'm gonna stand this so that it gets. Got the Odin shout on him. I think we can burst through his HP here. Maybe not. It's close. Need to be really careful. He's going to go for that Hades. I don't know if we can take this one. Hades is going to dash out. Oh, just barely gets it with the water spout. Probably could have killed him there, but it was a risk. I think for the most part... Oh, I haven't died yet. I think for the most part, a lot of physical damage and magic damage split. I think I'm just going to go for the damage build. Just for funsies. It's a casual game. It's just a normal game. I'm solo queuing right now, so not really a huge concern. Freya goes for the ultimate. Lands some good shots up on the Xbalanque. Xbalanque might go for the Hebo here. Hebo's kind of low. I don't want to be seen. I kind of want to flank here. I don't know if Freya's going to be going. If she stays or turns around, we'll see. Or if she's backing in the middle of the lane. Looks like she is backing. Oh, no! Ugh. I had a feeling she'd do that. I just wasn't fast enough. Just wasn't fast enough. So going for this. The fact that I have so many damage items, so little tanky items, just puts me more on the damage side here. But not really too big a deal. See if I can't go get that mana buff. I have 2 wards up. Looks like someone ended up getting the gold fear. I'm not entirely sure if we got it or not. If you guys are watching now and you saw who got it, you can just let me know in the comment section, but I missed it. I don't know who ended up getting the gold fury. Hopefully it was us. That's the hope anyway. That's the dream. Okay, Freya. I know her ultimate's down because she just used it mid, so that's about all she has going for her. She's going to go for a banish here. Thankfully she misses it. Oh, I hit the ultimate. That Xbalanque ultimate. They're not going to have a Freya here, so we can probably go in on this. Xbalanque and Artemis don't really have much HP or survivability, so they might get caught here. Just got knocked by the Vamana. He's going to go down. I'm going to back off here. Xbalanque is by himself in the mid lane. I could get charge spray here. I need to be careful about that. Ugh. I'm taking some good damage here. I'm going to pull out a bit. That was a really good tail whip. Hebo's here, so I need to be careful about that. God, so many knockups. You have all kinds of interrupts. Here comes the ultimate. Oh my god. They have so much CC here. I'm probably going to die. Yeah, that's going to be it. It's just between the tail whip, the knockup from Hebo, and then the banish. Just like a lot of CC. So I think Crushing Wave. A hide would be a good option. Stone of Gaia would also be a good option. Gauntlet of Thebes wouldn't be too bad, just more extra HP and HP regeneration. Yeah, we don't really have a strong tank right now, so just barely gets him. He can turn around and fight the Sobek here. He needs to be really careful. If he fights back, he could probably get this. Close, close, close. And then I'm going to go for Stone. Hide. Hide has a unique pass. I'm not going to get that. I'm just going to go for the Stone. Just because I was taking some good damage there. So rough team fight. Just a lot of split and hesitance. Part of the reason is I wasn't really committing too well. And they just have a lot of CC on the enemy team. So they have the knock up, the banish. They have a knock up. They have a knock up. They have a stun. They have a slow, stun. A lot of CC coming out from them. You see how I just kept getting launched up into the air repeatedly, so that's going to be part of it. That's going to be part of it. Finish this off here. We do need some wards. It's at the point of the game where we need to stick together and just fight at the same time. We shouldn't have that many squishies in the mid lane. Artemis and Xbalanque are really far up. That was a huge delay in me using that. So I have one ward. I can go up in the mid lane here, defend this up. Hebo's probably going to want to go for me. Hook lands. I'll avoid that second slow. Shibalanki's gonna get caught here. The board comes out on the Vamana. Does he have an ultimate? He may or may not. The Aegis comes out. If we're gonna get him in time. If we get enough damage out on him. Get some good AoE damage. I need to be really careful here because I can die. Ultimate comes out from the Anubis. There comes the we're just getting picked hard here. Getting just worked in the team fight. We just don't have enough aggression. We're not fighting back hard enough to put him on their back heel. Hades might go for an ultimate. No, his ultimate's already down. We just need to go back to the well and heal up. It's like Freya's gonna go for... I think I just barely... I could have trapped her there, but I think she was gonna be just barely outside of it. Heba's gonna come over here. My bulwark is down. Cooldown's up on the bulwark, so I'm not gonna be able to get that. Minotaur's under attack here. Push that down. Looks like Hebo gets picked off. Freya goes for the ultimate on the Shibalanke. Shibalanke dashes out, but they got the Phoenix. Are we gonna be able to pick up this Freya? I don't really have... See, late game, when I don't have a sprint, it's really, really hurting me. I didn't really utilize that meditation enough. So that was probably one of my bigger mistakes. I didn't think my laning phase was gonna be so easy, so... Looks like she's gonna get away here. I can't keep up with her. I need to put this ward up on Fire Giant. Fire Giant's the biggest thing. If we lose the Fire Giant here, it's gonna be huge. Huge. If we can get the Fire Giant... Put this down. Get rid of their ward. We just need to fight. We just need to put out more damage. We need to have that switch where we go from defense to offense. The thing is, like, we didn't really go full offense at any point. And when your team doesn't really commit hard enough to doing damage, then the enemy team just walks all over you. And that's really what's happening in these team fights, is that we're not fighting back enough for them to want to retreat. So they're just sitting there just walking all over us, getting a lot of free shots, a lot of free damage out. Definitely some free stuff. Freya's an easy pick here. She's way caught out. We can't let this go. I'll ulti this. Sobek's gonna come in. Yeah, if we can get this Freya, that would be huge. I don't know why we're fighting minions here. That was a huge pick for us. If we could have got that Freya, they just got the Gold Fury. There's 3 mid. We could have picked that Freya and probably killed Sobek or Vamana. They were doing Gold Fury that whole time. Sounds like Freya's doing the damage buff. So many knocks. Ultimate comes out. Not going to be enough, unfortunately, there. And I'm just getting totally wrecked. We can't really finish anybody here. Hebo's gonna get kind of low. See where Hebo goes. Not really gonna be worth it. I'm gonna probably die in the process. I'm dead. That's gonna be it, guys. Just can't win team fights is what the problem is. Just getting walked on. But it happens. Looks like the Minotaur's going to go down here either to minions, but they're going to show up and finish it off. Yeah, the minions are just wrecking into the Minotaur, just lighting him on fire. Just like a baby. He's working so hard. He's working so hard. That's going to be Gang Guys. Thanks for tuning in. Forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate your views and subscriptions. Don't forget to check me out on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Drybear. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Sun Wukong going after the Shibalanke. Shibalanke ulti comes out, slows down, gets the stun off on Shibalanke. Bastet shows up, throws out the Ninetales, throws out the Razor Claws. Happy New Year comes out. Freaking dogs. What are you doing, rat? This is a private party. Get out of here.